Welcome into Mental Notes Live. On today's episode, I've got the talented artist, entrepreneur, and activist, PK the Poet. Woody, take us in. This is Mental Notes Live, the talk show that gives you tools to grow your faith, mindset, and progress. What's going on, guys? Welcome into this episode of Mental Notes Live. I'm your boy and your host, Ryan Hale, and I am so glad to have you guys tuning in today. I have a really special guest. Becoming a good friend of mine. He is an artist, an entrepreneur, an activist, and just got back from South Africa. My guy, PK the Poet. What's going on, bro?
What's up? How you doing? How you doing?
Bro. Good, man. I've been trying to have you on for a minute, so glad we can finally connect and link this up.
Yeah, no, it's tight.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Yes, sir. For sure, man. But before we get started, bro, I love your name, PK the Poet, but you got to tell everybody, how'd you come up with that name and why do you go by that?
Well, I'm PK. It's my initials. I've been PK since I can remember, you know, it's a family nickname. It was my first tattoo, you know what I mean? So like I've been PK, but when I started rapping, I had to come up with something and somebody already had PK, bro. So I was just thinking, and then I don't know, at the time, it was really, poetry was heavy for me. So I came up with poet, but being a deep hip hop fan, I had to be like, what does poet mean? What does it stand for? Like, I don't want to just be like, just poet, PK the Poet, like what is that? So then like, it just came to me like pieces of everlasting thoughts. Like that's me, you know? And so that's the name, PK the Poet.
That's fire, bro. Yeah. Did people get thrown off at all when you first started in music, when they were talking about PK the Poet? Did people ever get thrown off like, this dude is just a poet and they didn't know what else you had? Or how was that?
Yeah, it was awkward a lot because man, I would go to because I started off at open mics, obviously, and I traveled a lot by myself when I first started. So when I would go in there and they'd be like, all right, PK the Poet, you know, and then it's like awkward claps because nobody wants you to walk up silent. But then there's this dude that was just sitting there like, oh, that's him? Like, who is it? So then I would go and perform. But I think only of recently, I think it's kind of started to affect where I feel like, I don't know, some people just don't see me as a rapper because my name is a poet. And I am more than a rapper, but as a rapper, you want to be like, nah, bro, respect the bars. So that's kind of been the thing, but
at first
you know me.
At first they thought you was about to come up with a haiku or something.
Facts, you know, 5-liners.
Yeah, you was giving away more than that, bro. So that's what's up, bro. And I feel like now that I've got a rapper, this is the first time I've had a rapper on the couch, I feel like it's a perfect time to let the audience know that I used to rap myself, man.
Word, hey.
I don't like saying that. I'm trying to stay humble. Got a lot going on. But I did used to do a little something. No, bro, when me and the boy used to do some music back in college. And what I used to tell him and what I told friends, like, I feel like the music industry is so hard to get into, like, and not having like a record label change your sound or the mainstream or whatnot. And then obviously taking the independent route has grown as of late, but that's tough with investing money and all that good stuff. But you've obviously done this for a while and you're full time now and you've had some success with it. So what's that journey been like, and how have you been able to get to a spot where you say, I'm confident as an artist full time, confident for what I'm worth, and investing the time and the energy into that?
Yeah, I mean, it takes time. You know, some kind of get the time differently. You know, some people get picked up off a video or, you know, or something like that. But with me, it was kind of like the passion that became something serious. Like, I just followed and I was opened up to it. You know, when I didn't start rapping until I was 21. Yeah, so when
You're 28 now?
Yeah, well, I'm about to be 28,
Gotcha.
Yeah, so like I didn't start rapping until 21, and I didn't know what it was. So me jumping into the industry was kind of more for the curiosity and being intrigued by just the passion. But as I grew in it, I grew as a man, you know, and so I started learning about business, and I found out that I have a passion for business. And so the reason why I say that is because in this industry of like music or like artists, artistry or whatever, you're not gonna be a certain level of successful if you just wear one hat of just the artist. That's kind of like what people battle. So once you've conquered that battle of, okay, this is me liking something because I'm an artist and blah blah blah, and now this is me understanding what I have as a businessman and trying to make those, you know what I'm saying, make that grow. That's when, and that's on any person, you know, you don't know what level that is, what help you have, you know what I'm saying, to understanding that. But yeah, for me it took like 6 years, you know what I'm saying? So. And
what was that like? What kind of made it click or come together for you after, like you said, over those 6 years? What was that point that you came to where you were like, okay, now I need to switch gears and kind of not become somebody else, but kind of transition into those different hats or get more comfortable in those different roles?
I think it was in year 2. My second year is when you see PK and like releasing, like coming out as a brand, you know, like I had like Enlightened Society. I started my own LLC, and partly a lot of that was because of the people I was surrounded by. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Cosmic Cadence and A. Margot Brisky. They actually at the time were doing a lot of stuff in the city, you know, and I was there at a lot of the meetings and just hearing them pick their brain and seeing them complete certain obstacles. A mentor told me success leaves clues, and I was there for the clues and the gaining of the success, where I thought like, wait, I can do this, and I want to be able to do this at a higher level. You know. I was really at the time too, like I love Nipsey Hussle. Like he got me through college, and I wasn't understanding what he was saying up until I started doing music and I started to see certain things with business, and I was like, oh, okay.
That's what Nipsey was talking about.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And then I could apply. So for me, that was kind of like in my second year. That's where I see myself like, okay, bet. Because, you know, it was literally birds of a feather flock together, bro. You know, and I was around people doing crazy things, and I couldn't help but not to see what I could do. I jumped in the water, bro. I'm literally one of those people, I just jumped in the water and was trying to swim with big fish. And I learned that I could do it.
Bro. That's what it's all about. And I tell people all the time, like, you have to reevaluate your circle so often. You got to make sure that the people that are in your corner are not just witnesses. They're not just people that are going to, you know, be yes men, but they're people who are going to build you up, that are going to push you, like you said, that are going to help you take that risk and help you swim, like you said, around those bigger fishes. So that's dope that it sounds like you had some people around you that were kind of pushing you to jump into something bigger.
Yeah, they were, inadvertently too. They didn't realize. They, you know what I'm saying, they kind of figured, because, you know, I mean, we was all hanging out for a reason. I guess we enjoyed each other's company, but, you know, they didn't know that I was absorbing up until later, and it was like, oh no, this dude was paying attention. You know, so.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. And you kind of mentioned it, how you started rapping at 21. So kind of take us through that journey of how that began. How did the career begin for you, and how you were able to kind of transition this into, this is what I do for a living now?
Well, I was a very different person. I was a very different person, you know, like, you all have to pull my papers. But yeah, man, nah, I was different, and I just one day ended up going to a studio I seen somebody that went there, and it was really for me, it was the passion, bro. It was a lot of, I didn't know, my thing that I was saying at the time was like, I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna take it serious.
Got you.
That was the it for me. So in just growing, you know, like I'm going to these shows and just trying to figure it out. It was hard because I had to leave my friends. So the people that I grew up with, I was kicking it with, I had to leave them because if I waited for them, I would never get to go to the places I wanted to go, or I would get there late, and then I'll have this attitude, I'll be upset because, you know what I mean, I'm like, man, like I really want to do this, and my friends, they don't want to do it as much as me, or they not really caring, so I stopped hanging out. Well, I just started going places by myself. But then I started asking a lot of people to be my friends because I'm in this new community. I'm meeting new people. I'm like, whoa, people are really doing this. I didn't know. I never met an artist before other than my homie M-Bud. But, you know, he on the block too, chilling. You know what I'm saying? So it was a very different lane. And when I started, like, asking people to be my friend and trying to, like, grow in that, right, and grow in this new area, it was a lot of isolation and trying to figure it out because, you know, I don't know, like you realize it's the same thing no matter, I feel like it's the same thing no matter if you're a chef, if you are good at finances and you start your own company, but you go and do something and then you get these realizations that okay, they don't support it as much as I do, so then you kind of get mad.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like my brother should like invest with me, like he knows I know what I'm doing and blah blah blah, and you're like, man, like mess with me, you know what I'm saying? Like use me, cause I like, or support me, support me, you know. And I had to learn that I had to prove myself. So then that isolation and that figuring it out myself and going through it myself, you know, that helped me. And it gave me an understanding of, like, I had to look at it from not being negative to, you know what, I'm gonna just do it and see what comes around later. Yeah. And then it came around later. So that was my journey, and just being, I had to, I seen people, it was like the love who love you, you know, like who like you. Right. Cosmic, you know what I mean, was one of the first people that I would go and see at these events. I would sit down, they would just talk to me, hey, what's up, like, how you doing? Yeah. So I'm like, okay. Then you start to hear people. I met Antoinette Colley, bro, that changed my life, because at the time she was on the hustle, and I'm getting, it was really me seeing these people, hearing their missions, and then seeing them do it, was like, whoa. Yeah. I want that, you know what I mean? I don't want what they have, but I want that grind. I want that. Exactly. I'm hungry because I know I got crazy visions. Can I make them come true? Yeah. And that's, I don't know, like business came hand in hand with it for me. It was part of the journey, you know what I mean? Because I was just trying to figure out something that I like to do. Okay. And I didn't really see well, not that I didn't see, it was just like, there was no, okay, well, you could be the artist and then you could be the businessman. It was like, okay, in my artistry, I'm learning, oh, I need this, this, and this. Well, how do I do that? Let me just go and do it. Got you. Let me just do it and see what it does. And that's literally how I got to this far. Yeah, I just got better at every checkpoint. I just kind of like, I play a lot of video games, so at every checkpoint, I'm like, oh, I got these arsenal packs. You know what I'm saying? I got new little things that I can go back to and dive into and learning how to do them better. And that's it. Like, that's literally been my journey from here. And then I ended up linking with cool people. Yeah. Better people not better people, but more people that kind of followed along this, that ran parallel with me. They're like, let's go here. It's like you driving on a freeway, bro, and you in your lane. I mean, you gonna realize this person ain't following me. They're going to the same destination. All right, we can carpool if you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever, but it's cool.
That's real. That's what's up, bro. And you kind of mentioned something while you were talking. Like you said, I didn't know what this was, but I just decided to follow. And I think that's so important in whatever you do. Like you said, like once you find that passion and that purpose, you've got to decide. You come to that fork in the road, or whether you're gonna follow that or you're gonna go with people who are kind of doing the similar things. Like, it's okay to be different. I think sometimes people don't understand that. And it sounds like your story. Like, you didn't want to do what your friends were doing at the time. That's why you kind of veered off or isolated for a little bit. And now kind of found some people that you rock with that have kind of pushed you to go higher.
And that journey is, that journey is hard.
It is, but it's worth it, right?
Yeah, it's like everything, bro. Like, I find like the commonality, or I call like synchronicity of everything. So it's gonna be funny, but it's just like animals do it too. Like in Lion King, that he had that little tragic thing, but he had to go off and like be his own person and grow. But that's a real thing in lions. Like lions really sometimes get exiled out of like a pride, and then they go and do their own thing, and then they link up with other lions who've been like exiled, and then they come back stronger. Like it's crazy. So and I feel like anytime you start something new, that's what's gonna happen.
That's true. That's real, man. But you have not only, like you said, started something new, but you've continued to follow that journey and been consistent in the process, which is taking you further. And just like I said earlier, you just got back from South Africa, which you were doing a tour out there, but doing a lot of cool stuff as well. So tell us about that, man. What was that trip like, and what were you doing out there?
Shout out Icons, Edmund Edridge. I told y'all I had y'all. You know what I'm saying? No, they're gonna watch this. They're gonna love it. But actually, how that happened was very wild, and I'll answer it here. I've been trying to find different ways to talk about Africa, you know? For sure. So any specific questions you would like, that'd be absolutely fire. But as far as to answer your question, what I did out there was I got invited to come on a school tour with E-Icons, which is ran by a really good friend of mine. He probably wouldn't be mad, but Antonio, he's a genius, man. Like, he's young, but he's one of those people that can go get it. And they have a strong family, strong team. But they've been doing school tours because of like kids going back to school now, and the pandemic, they want them to stay in school. They want them to be like good. So he's tied in. They tied in with the MEL International, and then they got other schools that we went to. But I was invited to come there and just speak on the no bullying initiative.
Wow.
And I took it upon myself because they invited me out. They're taking care of me. I'm like, I can't. It's my first time, first off, out of the country, but to Africa, and they're treating me right. Like, I can't just come empty and take. Like, that's not me.
Exactly.
So I came bearing gifts.
Okay.
I started a fundraiser to, I started a campaign to raise funds to make face masks. To donate, with KFRS, you know what I mean? To donate to the schools that I was going to. So we went to about like 5 schools, and I did my best. We ended up getting 400 face masks. Okay. So I tried my best to like give them out evenly. It was really hard because of like how we got the sizes and everything. And I didn't know what schools that I was going to, only know about like 2. But it was very, very, very eye-opening, and it was very fun. The love that I got out there was immense. It was crazy.
That's amazing.
It was crazy. I got to experience a whole different lifestyle out there that was really like, it was just nice, and the culture is very nice. I say it's a lot of love in Africa, but most of it is in South Africa, I promise.
Really?
I promise.
What do you mean?
Because when everybody was just super, super, super nice. And you can tell that it wasn't fake. It was genuine. It was very much genuine. You know, like when I got off the plane, it was a whole bunch of people there. It was
waiting for you.
Waiting for me. I had like my face on pictures and stuff, bro. It was crazy. Wow. I mean, on like clothes, T-shirts. Bro, they was dancing, getting it. Bro, I was like, I'm just the homie from the city, bro. Like, I ain't never got no love like this. You know, it's wild. And they was like, no, they respect me, and they love me as PK the poet, you know what I'm saying, as the artist and my artistry. But just the love out there, because everywhere we went, kind, opening. They were letting us in their homes, me and Brandon, just letting us in their homes and in their circles and talking. I got to talk to somebody from the bottom of the world, you know what I'm saying? They over by the South Pole, under the equator or whatever. I got to talk to them and vibe with them and actually like relate to somebody that ain't even from my culture.
That's wild.
It was tight.
That's dope, man. That sounds crazy dope. And I've never gotten an opportunity to go to Africa or South Africa, obviously, but just hearing about that sounds amazing. Yeah,
it was nice. And the kids at the schools were so nice, bro. And the schools look really good. You know, I feel like they teach us, they don't teach us about Africa.
Exactly.
That's it. It's not that they teach us anything. They don't. They just give us these images, and then we're left to make bogus assumptions because, you know, as a Black American, apparently we all come from there, you know, and a lot of that ain't true, and a lot of the things that we think ain't true. Everything I thought about Africa, it was wrong. I'm not even gonna share what I thought, but it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? On a lot of levels, but that's where it was really fun, bro. And the kids loved the face mask. It was a point. One of my favorite moments was when we went to one of the schools in Limpopo. I think it was the last school where we wanted to add as many schools in one because they heard about the tour. All the schools was wanting to like get on, like, please come to our school, please come to our school. And so we did on the last day to like a few different ones, but we could see like there's people around like the school that like, they just want to watch, you know what I'm saying? So then I'm like, hey, like we gotta let everybody in, like we gotta do the community, you know what I mean? So at one point they was like, okay, well they can't come in if they don't have masks, and I'm like, what? I have face masks. I have a whole bag of them. So like all the kids, bro, in like the community, the neighboring communities that came, we was giving them like just masks just so they can come in. And see, because the people I was traveling with were celebrities in their own. Shout out Ty Skazi, shout out Ari Cakes, K Zaka, bro, y'all cold, man. Those are the artists that I was traveling with, and they're like really well known out there. Even if some of the schools didn't know what, like they would say their name and they wouldn't really know who they look like, but when they played a song, everybody goes up. Everybody, bro, the principal, the teachers, the kids, they're just going in there, the dancing, man, it was nice, bro. And so like, and I thought that was tight too, that I got to like kick it with the celebrities out there and just hear how they are as artists in South Africa. That's amazing. Popping artists in South Africa.
That's so dope. Did you guys get a chance to document any of that? Like,
yes, I have a documentary coming out that I'm gonna release in Harkins July.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say the date, but it's my second Harkins release. Man. So I'm gonna do that.
That's amazing. Congrats on that, bro.
No, thank you.
Wait. You know, we're gonna support. So I'm excited for that, bro. And obviously, like you said, man, you've been on this journey now for almost 7 years, and been doing this the right way, following the process. So you gotta tell me, man, because I love talking music. You gotta tell me who are maybe 3 of your top rappers of all time.
Top rappers of all time is a hard quest. That's all. But Kendrick goes up there, bro. Kendrick is my sensei for sure. Everybody know me. I'm gonna say K-Dot of King. All time. Yeah, K-Dot. Of all time, bro. Man, because I like groups. Okay. I like groups, but I'm going to say K-Dot. I got to throw Cole up there. And then I'm going to just say Nipsey Hussle, bro, only because, like, that's GOAT, bro. Yeah. What he did was different, and you got to know real hip-hop to know him. So.
That's true. Nipsey was mad different. And you talked about him earlier, how he kind of his music kind of helped you once you started getting into it, kind of learning what he was talking about, which is dope, bro. And the cool thing about all 3 of them dudes, man, is they can spit from the top of the dome. So I knew it was only right that I got you here. Yeah. Freestyle. We gotta have you do something. Okay. So we're gonna throw some beats on and see what you got.
Okay. I can do a little something.
Let's see what the first beat is. I'm gonna have somebody throw that on real quick.
Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. Look. Said, circle around the world and came back for a link up. Mental notes for the people that don't speak up. Gotta get them something smooth, gotta give them something different. You know how we get it. Been prolific since I was a kid, 13. Sing wisdom in the OGs told me. Always stay true and do your thing. So, you know, I had to be PK King, P-O-E. Shorty cross the T. When it comes to the real, ain't no other me, I said I'm feeling with this. I'm just having real fun, just kicking a spit. Give me a different beat.
Yeah, we gonna do something. I'm gonna see what that. Yeah, what else we got? That was fun.
That was fire. I like that.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. I said cameras don't exist, this is me in a moment. They mad cause I rapped about it, spoke on the omen. They mad cause the kid not a prophet but chosen. And everything that I got, best believe I be glowing. That's the aura, chakra, spirit, how I got it. I'm the Loch Ness monster. They fearing what I'm copping out the deepest water. Boy, what you know, I mean. Man, they don't even float how I flow. They don't really wanna go tippy toe with the giant with the goat, But I don't spell no G-O-A-T. Come on, fam, gotta bring back the P-O-E-T. Best believe everything is enlightened society. JV Academy, bring it back all you. Man, no, I'm gonna stop it, y'all. I'm gonna stop. That's fun. This is fun. Look.
That was fire, man.
Nah, thank you.
That was fire.
Hey, look, I'm gonna throw this back at you. I'm gonna throw it back at you. Look, he ain't even ready. Look. Look. We gonna...
You all good, bro. We appreciate that, man. That was fun.
Thank you. No, that was fun.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of fun just talking to you, bro. Getting to know you, getting to know what you about. And as you know, I like to close out every episode with getting a mental note from you. So whether that be a tip, piece of advice, whatever you want to leave with the audience, what's your mental note?
Rest. Y'all out here on your grind. We just got back let outside. You know, we really out here doing our thing. Remember to rest. Please rest. Don't mistake that for sleep. It ain't got nothing to do with sleep. Take time out of your day or out of every 2 days, maybe out the week. Please don't wait longer than a week. You know, keep yourself healthy and just rest. Meditate, calm yourself. Give yourself a moment to breathe. That is gonna take you farther. That's a secret. That's a secret that ain't nobody telling you, bro. Rest.
That's real. That's real, man. And as simple as that. Definitely gotta rest, especially like you said, for people that's on that grind hard. Definitely got to take some time to rest so that you can keep grinding. So that's amazing, bro. And like I said, amazing conversation, bro. Let the people know where they can find you at on social media or any other platform.
Yeah. PKTHAPOET, cross the water, everything, bruh. Check me out, pkthepoet.com, PK the Poet on Apple Music, Tidal, everything. We got a documentary coming to you soon.
Sir.
Please tap in with me, tap in with the squad, Junior Varsity Entertainment, JV. You always know what time it is, baby. Come get you a watch, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, fam. Well, it was a pleasure having you on, man. I know this ain't the last thing we gonna do, because you guys already know I can't let you leave out any episode without hearing a special live performance from a musical guest. And since we got the man himself here, we got to let him perform one of his own tracks. So here's my guy, PK the Poet, with a live performance.
Stir it up a little bit. Yeah. Look, I'm topping the views that I sing. Exchange no currency, ready for my dreams. From the visions in my head to reality, golly. 8 like 10K in the rand, I cop 3 of some real life Forex. Spinning like a vortex, being hands on key, I play it like an organ. They gon' love the sound, no matter how harsh the chords get. You really want my input, I'd rather detach, be cordless. Air sign, airwaves, AirPods play my recording. Running up these streams so naturally like a koi fish. I know you got it tatted and baby, it do look gorgeous. Roll me like a Porsche, guess I showed I could afford it. Not quite worldwide, but overseas imported. Rapping on these niggas like say sex is important. I don't care when you lie, just hate it when you record it. Then try compare to me like my mission ain't more important, fam. Step back, watch the 3. I'm 05 D Wade, ain't no crossing me. In 2010, I was fading more than Barbie seats. I'm branded well, all these niggas know it's poetry. Bruh, I'm cold as hell, them poems I wrote in jail. When KJ was my celly and CO's giving me hell on this marathon for real. No, the tortoise won by a head. Straight nappy with it, posted no caption with it, just hit 37,000 meters high. Get to watch the sun fall. 30 euros for the Wi-Fi on, make one call. Don't need congratulations from people praying I'll fall off. Know you see the story, but on the plane I feel ducked off. Closest to the stars, so much closer to my dreams. Cut from a fabric, it's exactly what it seems. With coffee on my mind, I asked the stewardess for tea. Handing me life lemons, mixed the honey and I squeeze. Ain't shit sour, my life changed in an hour. Fresh off the plane, a Hummer, a limousine. I put the seeds in the ground, my family cold with the flowers. So mama hold tight, with closed eyes I'm bright. Gon' heal the world as long as I got a mic. To hate on it would be wrong, I pray that you get it right. Posted up with the squad, we all hooping like Mike. Freddy Krueger with the dream, it's scary how come to life stay woke. Scary how come to life stay woke.
PK the Poet, man, what a talented dude. I'm so glad I can have him on Mental Notes Live today. I hope you guys enjoyed not only our conversation, but his performance as well. My final thought that I want to leave you guys with today is to evaluate your circle. We talked a little bit about that during our conversation with me and PK, and we talked about how his circle of people that he was around shifted once he got into the music industry and really was grinding to go after his goals and his dreams. And there were people in his circle that began to push him to where he is today. And that you can use that same analogy and scenario in anything that you're doing in life. Whether you are in business as an entrepreneur, whether you're starting a brand, whether you are a chef, whether you are anything. Honestly, you need to evaluate your circle. There are people that are in your circle need to be there to build you and to push you, and they should not just be there watching you and witnessing what you're doing or being yes men. Those people need to be pushing you towards your goals, and if they're not, then like I said, you need to evaluate who's around you and why they're in your circle at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Mental Notes Live as much as I did. As always, I've got to shout out our sponsor and partner for this season, Kfir's Clothing. You've seen the materials and the clothes that they've made and how phenomenal it is, and you'll continue to see it throughout this season. But as always, be sure to check out their website, kfirsclothing.com, and use our promo code MNL20 to get 20% off of everything on the website. As always, be sure to like the video below, hit that subscribe button, and as always, hit the bell up top to turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.